good status quo of the whole week?
Yeah, nothing. It's still too early for Andy Rose, but everybody else is, definitely in the picture.
Your guys have spoken pretty highly about Lloyd and Hedges, the way that they played last weekend. What makes those two so tough to kind of break down?
Well, they worked hard together. Lloyd's a little bit quicker. It's a little bit like, let's say, De La Garza and Omar. So you got a taller central defender who's better in the air, and you got another guy who's quicker and smaller. But I just think they played with really good concentration and focus, and the times they were exposed, we didn't take advantage of it. So we just gotta make sure we find those opportunities and use them.
Yeah, is this week just kind of about finishing off those chances that you get? Because like you said, you had the chances to kind of put them away.
Yeah, I think we have. I think most games, when you look at them, even when we had negative result down there, most games we've generally outshot them, and we got to make sure that we just make sure we get our opportunities and we finish them when they come along. So a little bit sharper in front of the goal, a little bit better with our possession. I think will help us get there.
It's been, by so many measures, a successful season, and I think certainly the fans, and to a degree your team, seem to feel that this is all definitely building to some big exciting thing. Does it feel almost like off script to think that this season could end tomorrow?
We know what we want to get, and what we want to get doesn't end tomorrow. So we've got to continue to go after it. We got to believe, and you can only do very difficult task unless you believe in it, we feel solidly this is our time, but it doesn't happen unless we go out on the field and put in the work and the effort and the concentration and the desire, and our guys are ready to do that.
You've said that you like, both for the uniformity and for what it does for the individual games, the valuing road goals. But once the games are over, is there sort of an inherent unfairness that a team can give up and concede the same number of goals, yet one goes out and one goes on?
No, not really, because I think it encourages you to attack a little bit more when you're on the road. And what it does is I think it eliminates more overtime games. I think when you don't have the road goal in it, then you have a chance of getting more overtime games, like yesterday's DC New York game. So if it's 3-1, it would have gone to overtime, but once New York scored, there was no more overtime scenario left. Everything was going to be laid on the table in the 90 minutes. So from that standpoint, I think it's good.
Are you considering Gonzalo Pineda to start or to use them in the game?
We'll see. We'll check on that. He's been able to train fully, the last 3-4 days, and so he's in our considerations, but we haven't decided yet.